everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this stylish twist front knot dress. And how I make this knot dress, I will guide you step by step how to cut and how to stitch on one of my viewers' request. So let's get started. I will start by making the pattern for this dress. We need a scissors, sellotape, colored paper, and cross and dot paper. You can use any plain paper, and I'm using my old pattern. You can use your old dress instead as well. So I'm going to make another pattern. I'm just simply placing my old pattern on this new paper, so we can use this because we have to make a pattern and I have to show you how to cut it. So I'm tracing with my old pattern, and after tracing I will have a spare pattern. So now I'm going to cut this pattern, and after cutting I will use this pattern to cut back of the dress first. So neckline, how to cut dress and bodice, I have mentioned in some of my videos. I will add the link below again. First of all, I'm going to cut back. So back, you don't need to make backs very deep. And fabric I'm using is a viscose jersey fabric, and it is a thin fabric and 4-way stretch. So I now cut piece of fabric, and my pattern is smaller and I need 40 inches total length, so that's why I took fabric longer than my pattern. Now just simply I'm cutting this fabric according to my pattern. So this is a back of the dress. So now you can make your back neckline deep as much you can, but I make 2.5 inches deep. So now for the front part I'm using the same pattern, and I cut about 1 centimeter deep front part. And now I'm going to cut the neckline. Neckline I'm cutting little oval, so you can cut any shape you want. Now we are going to start making a pattern from shoulder to the waist. 15 inches I took. Now I mark complete waist measurement. Now from the shoulder to down 9 inches, because this is a measurement we're going to make some darts. And now from the side 4 inches, and on both sides now for 4 inches and the 9 inches mark we draw. Now we joining them, and these dot I make 1 inches wide dot, and now I'm joining them. So after joining these dots, now I'm going up 5 inches, both sides 5 inches up, and then I will be cutting diagonally, matching with these points which we make on the 9 inches. Keep watching at the end of the video and keep observing as I am doing. Now I make a cut and make a space, little bit of 1 inch space, because there was a 1 inch dart I cut, and I'm adding sellotape. Now I'm cutting on another side this dart, and then another mark 5 inches up we did, and then now matching that part as well. It's just a way to make this pattern. So now we have dart, we have moved upward, and now mark the center of your dress, because I'm going to make a twist in the center. On the side 8 centimeter down, 8 centimeter up. So from the now I mark 8 centimeter below the waist, 8 centimeter above the waist, and now I'm crossing and make 2 crosses around. So they are 8 centimeter on either sides. Now we have 4 pieces. one which is with the bodice, and two side pieces 8 centimeter, like a total 16 centimeter, and fourth part is a skirt part. So this I'm now started cutting diagonally, and this is our part 4. I mark it 4, and this one mark 3. Now I'm marking 3 inches down, 3 marks of 3 inches on both sides, and I will be matching the 3-inch from the center. Keep marking using your long ruler, 3 inches on either side, 3 inches, and keep matching them in the middle of the skirt. And now I will start cutting, and make sure do not cut complete part. So just leave little bit attached to the skirt part, so we can extend the fabric, because we're going to make a twist. So that's why we are extending this fabric. So on another side as well, I'm cutting from the same center and go to the edge of the skirt, and make sure do not cut completely. Now 3 sides, 3 parts on one side, 3 on another, like 7 edges we have. So we will take a side part and we will divide into 7 parts as well. So we will have 7 notches, like a 7 triangle on the big skirt part, and the side one I am cutting like a 7 pieces as well. Like I divided the small piece into 7, and now I'm using this color paper so you can see what is going on. So you will clearly differentiate that how I am making this pattern. So you can use any paper, any color paper. So I have this one available. So now I am now extending these cut ends. Just cut them about, extend them 1 inches away. The distance between each this diagonal pieces is 1 inches, and now I keep using my sellotape to fix this part. So basically it will be your pattern ready, and whenever you want to make a dress, you can use the same pattern and make the dress with the center twist. So make sure that you matching these notches, and 7 on the top, 1 2 3 4, and then 3 on the other side, and this small part has a 7 sharp edges as well, so they're facing each other. So now after fixing this paper, I will be start cutting. Now I started cutting this pattern, and you keep watching carefully how I'm cutting from the base on the top. So we have like a edge in between, is like a L shape on both sides, and just keep clearing the extra paper, so you can see these pieces are 1 inches away. I'm just making sure my pattern is safe on both sides. Now another part of the dress we will start making. Now from the shoulder, keep 1 inch away and come in the center, 1 inch away from the shoulder, and then come right in the center, make a diagonal line, and then we are coming from the 3 inches near our armhole, and the hole we made previously, now we're going to extend and fix it back. Now I'm starting cutting, and now you can see the gap. I'm fixing it back because otherwise it is a way to give a gap in these pieces, and we can make nice twist. So I have covered the gap back again like this. Now we have a five triangle pieces, you can see, and another part, number 3, I'm going to divide into 5 equal parts, just to make sure how much fabric you took, and divide them into 5 parts from the triangle, from the pointy end. Now I'm starting cutting, and make sure that you do not cut the paper through. And then similarly, just like I did previously the skirt part, now I'm going to do same as the bodice part. You can now I am using the same red paper and matching these triangle pieces together, because 5 and these you can move them away as much you want. So I'm keeping them 2 inches apart each diagonal, and it has a 2 inches apart distance. Now I'm doing a sellotape again, just like I did for the skirt part. So in this way we will have 2 pieces of the pattern ready. So in these triangles, they are 2 inches apart. So keep watching as I am doing, so you can do your own experiment. It doesn't have to be exactly as I am doing. You just take the idea and do as you can do it. And best way to do is just try on extra fabric, any cheap fabric, and when you feel comfortable, then try on the better fabric. And that's how I learned when I did first time. So now my pattern is ready. I'm just making sure extra paper I am cutting, and this is neckline. So our pattern is almost ready, and I'm going to simply place this pattern on the fabric and cut the fabric, and then I will show you how we can sew this one. Now we have 2 pieces like this. One is a bodice and one is skirt. Now simply place your pattern on the fabric, spread your fabric, and I am going to cut my fabric according to the pattern. It is better just to pin up or put something heavy so paper do not move. So if you want to draw, it is up to you. You can draw first and then you can cut. This is your choice. But I am just directly cutting with the help of pattern. So just exactly, we don't need to give any extra seam allowance because this fabric is quite stretchy. However, I left the seam allowance on the side of the fabric when I was cutting already. So when we're making the pattern, then we don't need to keep any extra fabric. So this is my bodice part is ready, and this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to cut another part same way. Just spread your fabric and just put your pattern on the top and start cutting, or you can mark the pattern before. This is your choice. And I forgot to tell you that I used 2 meters of fabric. This was quite wide area fabric. If you're using smaller area fabric, it is better to use 2.5 meters, but 2 meters was more than enough for me. Now we will start from the skirt. Fold one side of the skirt and match it at the end, just like I did. So this edge will be going right at the end of the fabric, and then I'm going to pin it up. So because this is a jersey fabric, otherwise it will keep slipping. And just leave 1 inch of the fabric unstitched. Rest of them just stitch it. Now I have stitched one part, and I'm going to show you. After stitching, this is how it looks like, and I left 1 inch gap. If it's a smaller gap, then 1 inch is still fine, because otherwise a knot will be seen. So you can see there is a little gap I left. My thumb can come out. So I'm going to attach the bodice part with it. So what we are going to do, you remember the bodice part, this is a bodice part, and the bottom of the bodice part, we will fold the bottom, and then from the front, the hole we left, we will just squeeze it and pass it through the hole from the front side of dress, just like I am squeezing it out carefully. Yes, and pull the fabric outside just like I did. Now this fabric looks like this. The one part, the base of the bodice comes on one side, and we have this part of the bodice extra. Now we will first of all stitch one side of the bodice with the skirt. Keep watching, and then fold this bodice, and now I have stitched one part. So another part is, we have another part when I pulled out, there was a 2 pieces, and similarly I'm going to pin it up. And make sure while you are sewing, sew really close to the hole which I left, because this is a jersey fabric, and make sure you use the needle, a proper needle for the jersey fabric, or if you don't have a needle, then you can use a zigzag stitch. And every time when you start sewing, use the needles, otherwise fabric will be flimsy going up and down. Now I have stitched 3 parts, and the last 4th one, just make sure, just like I'm doing. You can pause this video if you are making with me. You can watch it again and again. I am trying my best so you can see clearly what is going on. So now I have stitched the bodice and skirt part together, and this is almost ready. This fabric is thin. Jersey fabric is not see-through, but it's still thin, and I have a spare fabric, so I decided to make the lining with the same fabric. For the lining, I simply placed my front part of the dress that is ready, and I'm now cutting the lining part. So when the lining will be cut, and I will place the front face together, and I will stitch from the neckline, so we don't need to do extra hemming, because the lining will be attached with the neck. So this is the front part lining I have cut, and after cutting front part, I will cut the back as well. Now I have stitched them, and this is the back part of dress, and I'm folding because I stitched from the neck side, and this is how it looks like. This is the back. You can see that it's very nice, and don't need any hemming. So now the front part as well, and I'm going to fold it inside out, and this is our front ready as well. So the both pieces now have a lining, because when in this thin fabric, if you have a lining, so your dress looks good on your body. Now both pieces, front and back, has lining, and I'm simply going to place right side of the dresses facing each other, and stitch the shoulders. Now place the back side and front side together. So one of the lining fabric, just fold it back as I did, and pin it up and stitch the shoulder. So in this way, when we will open, our shoulder stitch will not be, will be no seam seen. So it's just like an invisible stitch, and it will give a good, nice look to our dress. So just like I pin it up, and I'm going to take it under my overlocker and I'm stitch it. Now my dress is shoulders attached, and this is how it looks like, and both has a lining. So when we will be stitching sides of the dress, we will stitch the front part separate and the back part separate, because sleeves are not attached at the moment, so we can stitch them separate. It is hemming time now. I did hemming using my needle and thread. This is how my dress looks like now. So at the moment now I'm going to add sleeves. You can leave sleeveless as you like, but I'm going to add some sleeves. So I will come back. My dress is ready, and this is how it looks like. I have added sleeves. So you can leave it without sleeves, it's totally up to you. And I left slits at the end of the dress as well. So this is totally your preference. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you all in my next video. Bye.